Howdy folks, welcome back to my ARC. Today we have a quick flight in the Piper Aero 3 by Just Flight. And the reason why I say it's a quick flight is because it's going to be really quick. Where are we? We're in Brazil. Natal, Brazil. We're just going to take off, fly west, fly south, look at the lower third of the screen for the complete airport information because I'm not going to try to pronounce those words. I'm a little tired, but the reason for a quick flight, several reasons for a quick flight. First of all, I haven't flown in a really long time. I did my unboxing video of my pedals, which I am using today, by the way, and haven't flown a long time before then. I haven't flown since because I've just been so busy in real life and everything. So I'm like, I'm just going to squeeze in a really quick flight tonight for you all and for myself, of course, because it's been so long. Other reason why I haven't squeezed in a flight until now is because the flights I have planned are all really complicated and convoluted, and one of them might even require some practice. I just don't have time right now until after the holidays. So a couple more weeks and then I'll be able to do those complicated ones. I'm going to try to squeeze in some of these easy ones until then. Another reason why I really wanted to fly tonight is because I want to use my pedals. I'm using my rudder pedals tonight. I'm so excited. Check out the previous video for the unboxing information about those. Something else, the reason I want to fly right now is at the time of this recording, I have 496 subscribers. I'm hoping to hit 500 by the first of the year. So that gives me less than a week to get 4 more subscribers. My wife said, why don't you just use other accounts to subscribe 4 times and then it'll be 500. I could do that, but that feels like cheating. So I'm hoping by uploading a video, recommend a video to a couple people, I give 4 more subs. I'm hoping. And then lastly, which is going to sound completely ridiculous, is I am now flying on a 65-inch TV/monitor. I'm not joking. So what happened was my neighbor, I live on a low middle income, middle class block of a super upscale neighborhood. It's very strange. Like everybody around me is multimillionaires except for the row of 5 houses I live in. Anyway, very strange. But anyway, I have this rather wealthy single neighbor, and she bought herself this huge curved 65-inch 4K TV, decided it was too big, and gave it to me so she could buy a smaller one. She said, do you want this? I'm like, sure. So I lugged it over, and I'm now using a 65-inch curved television as a monitor, which I was leery about because I've tried using televisions as monitors before, and it usually doesn't work, but this thing works just fine. I've been using it as a regular computer monitor. It's been amazing for video editing, for other stuff I'm doing. Now, don't get too excited because even though it's a 4K monitor and I'm using it in 4K as a computer monitor, I can only fly X-Plane in 1080p because my computer is just way too old. This is like a 6-year-old computer. It is. When I tried flying in 4K, I got 12 frames per second with no weather turned on. And default aircraft. So no 4K flying for me, at least not for right now. However, I do get to fly on a 65-inch monitor that's about 32 inches in front of my face. So I'm very close to it. But now I can see the gauges inside. So anyway, like I said, don't get too excited. I'm not flying in 4K. I will be if I ever get a computer. In fact, I priced out a Jetline Systems computer today. But even then, those are so expensive that I would want the mid-range one with a few upgrades, and it'd still be like $3,200. So I'm not going to be upgrading my computer anytime soon. I could try to build one, but prices of video cards right now, it seems like building a computer isn't cheaper than buying like it used to be. Back in the day, you could build a computer for a third the cost of buying one, but doesn't seem to be that way right now. I'm kind of confused, but this is a flight sim channel, not a computer channel. So anyway, just want to give you those updates. Flying with a gigantic TV that I have to dumb down the resolution, but whatever. It's still better than my 22-inch I was flying with. I'm using my pedals, trying to get to 500 subs. It's been a long time since I've flown. So after that long introduction, the flight is probably going to be shorter than that introduction. But that's okay. That's kind of my style. Anyway, I do have a bunch of things in the pipeline. I'm just waiting for the holidays to pass so I can get to those things. So anyway, what we're doing today is we're going to do some Brazilian flying. So let's see here. What we're going to do first, let's hop inside. Oh, wow. I know for you it's the same screen you've always been watching my videos on, but for me, I mean, my mouse is like an inch and a quarter across. I can actually see my gauges without zooming in. This is amazing. So anyway, weight, fuel, and passengers. So that's going to be this thing here. If I had a 4K resolution right now, this would not be off the screen. What are we going to do? Let's see. I'm going to be in the driver's seat, and we're going to have, I don't know, we're going to bring our nephew with here. Bring our nephew with to come with, and some water. And we don't need even half full tanks, but we're going to do it anyway. So that takes care of that. What is next? Parking brake is set. Yes. Controls to idle. I guess that means I can hide this. All right, let's see. So parking brake is set. Redo everything. There we go. Battery on. Oh, that's this whole battery on off thing. We're going to skip that today just for sake of brevity. We don't need a recharge battery because I haven't flown yet. Tanks should be auto switching automatically, and they are. We've talked about that many times before. So here we go. Let's hop outside. Oh, this also means I've completely rearranged my YouTube studio, which means I think once I get the proper stand for this gigantic television, I am going to do a studio tour. I've never done a tour of my YouTube studio. Maybe that'll be my 500 subscriber thing. I was going to do a 500 subscriber question and answer, but I did a 251 and I got 2 questions. So I'm not going to do a question and answer. Maybe I'll do a tour of my studio now that I actually have something interesting to show people. Because like I said before, it would be underwhelming. But maybe we'll do that. So doors closed, doors latched. And yeah, our frame rates are like at 25 right now. Not because of the TV. I think it's the weather. I think there's a lot of weather processing going on right now. But anyway, as long as we're above 20 for the timing, that's all that matters. Remove chocks. I think that would have been done. No, I didn't do bad. Yeah, see, as soon as you touch something, it removes your chocks for you. Let's see. Fuel tank to left. I even remember my preset. Whoop, come on. My mouse wheel is so worn out from Minecraft that I need a new mouse bad. All right, let's see here. Props forward. Yes. Well, let's do, is it this view? Okay, that's good enough. Props forward. Throttle quarter. Alt air closed, and it is, I can see it from here. Confirm the avionics are off. Yes, they are, because I didn't touch them yet. There we go. Also, I did notice one thing I read about using a TV instead of a monitor is a little bit of latency, and I do notice. I mean, we're talking milliseconds here, but I do notice a little bit of latency. It's really interesting. I never thought I'd notice till I started using one. All right, battery on. Whoops, not alternator, just battery. I'm thinking of a different airplane. There we go. Battery on. Beacons on. Fuel pump on. Mixture rich. It is. Y'all clear prop out the window. I think I have a preset for that. I did. That's the other aircraft. I'm confusing this with the turbo. Clear prop. Start the engine key. Let's see. Yeah, again, I'm confusing this with the turbo. I think you flick and let go on this one. Yep. There we go. Awesome. Oh, yeah, the gyro thing. All right. All right, so let's see here. Confirm oil. Wow, I can actually see my gauges. I can actually read oil temp and all amps now. This is exciting. This is exciting. Alrighty. Are they rising? We could let them sit. Oil pressure rose right away. Temp. We're going to have to say it is because I'm not going to sit and wait for that. Alright, alt switch on. There we go. Confirm those lights went out, and they did. Throttles to 1400. What does that say? Yeah, 14 to 15. There we go. Gyro section between 4 and 5, and it is. That's up here, by the way. Lean the mixture to avoid spark plug fouling. There we go. And I have a wrong number phone call. Again, like I've said before, I'm on call 24/7 pretty much, so I have to have my phone making sound in the background. I apologize. All right, come over here. These avionics, I guess, should have been off too. Let's turn these things on. There we go. This one, turn that on. And just turn on the ADF just in case we want it, although I don't think we have any use for it. Let's see here. turn on the GPS. Is it this one over here? This one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Fuel tank, check those, make sure it stays running. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Come on. Come on. No, 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 this way. And it stalled because my mouse went the wrong way. Let's restart you. Thank you. Let's try this again. Why is it going... My mouse is... I'm going the same direction, and it goes left and then right. Very strange. There we go. Okay. I'm seeing gyros already did that. Altimeter and barometer. Okay, so what are we looking at? We do have real world weather turned on. We're just doing this little flight. We're just going from that circle to that circle. That's it. We're going to use a VOR, though. All right, let's see here. 29901, which I can see without zooming in now. I think 29901. There we go. Let's just double check. Yeah. See, I don't have to zoom in anymore. I can see from back here. All right. Lighting variable. We can take off from any runway. So let's take off on runway 12. Yeah. 12. We'll just turn around, I think. Is that what it's going to be? Yeah, we'll come out here. Boom. 12. Just like that. Piece of cake. All right. So we'll worry about destination weather when we get there. We are going to tune in this VOR, which I'm hoping is the same as my cheat sheet. All right, so anyway, let's close that up. What is next? Flight plan. All right, so we don't have a flight plan. We will, though, put in the destination just to have it in there, just in case we get screwed up or something. So let's see here. Menu, delete, flight plan. Wow, it is so nice to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, so we're putting the destination, which is... What was it? Sierra... Oh, wrong paper. Sierra Bravo, November Tango. And there we go. Enter. Yep. And we'll go direct. Oh my gosh, I really got a new mouse. My mouse wheel does whatever it wants. Alrighty. And 11.5 miles. But we're not going that way. We're going to do a scenic route. Let's just zoom this in anyway. There we go. All right, so no vertical navigation or anything. We're just going to fly and land, mostly VFR flight. But anyway, so what do we need to do? We are going to do a VOR. Have I done a VOR on this before? I don't think so. What is it? It's written down 114.3. No, simple as that. So we do it in the backup one. Is this the back? No, there's like 3 VORs here. That's VOR 2. That's this one. We want to do it up here as well. So we are on the comm. We want to push this to do V. We want to do 114.3 like that and switch it. There we go. Wow. I remembered how to do that. I haven't done that in ages. And we want to come in at 256 degrees. And then we're just going to circle to land. Oh my gosh, can I do this faster? Yeah, but the other way. Okay, fine. We'll just go this way because that's what we're doing. 256. 250. Oh, I almost landed right on it. Oh, wrong way. There we go. 256, right? 24, 25. 256. Same thing. I can't see this dial, though. Let's see if we can spin the other way. Nope. We can only go one way, I guess. All right. 256 as well. There's 24, 25, and we didn't have such good luck on that one. 24, 25, 56, 256. Boom. Just have backup. So one thing I did ask, I'm going to ask, because I know a lot of you, most of you, pretty much all of you know way more about this than I do, to be honest. So thank you for watching my videos and listening to me. What I'm wondering, if I want to put a flight plan in here, can you do a flight plan with an inbound radial? So could I put a waypoint and then a VOR and have an inbound? So let's say we go to a fix and then we head straight out of that fix, but then we want to intercept radio 256 to a VOR. Will it do that, or do I have to find the fix that is at that intersection? You know what I mean? Now that I talk this out, I realize that's a pretty stupid question, but you know what? I asked it anyway, so I'm just throwing that out there. Otherwise, are we doing GPS? We're not. We're doing VLOC. We're not doing GPS. If I hit this, it's going to screw those up over there. Yep. We're doing GPS. Okay. Or VLOC, sorry. All right, so that's all I want to do for there. We're just going to go out to the coast and then turn south. And then when we intercept this radio, we'll follow the radio in. We'll get a visual of the airport, circle to land based on weather. That's what we're doing. All right, so no taxi lights on this. We are ready to taxi, though. And pretty much it. So what I say we're going to do, we're just going to go to the right, go to the right, go to the right. So here we go, parking brake off. The first set of flaps down. And let's taxi out of here. I also did turn, well, uh-oh, my rudder pedals aren't working. Hang on. Why are my rudder pedals working? The box is lit up. Let's check this out here. What's going on? Okay, they're working now. So I went into the setup and it saw them. And when I disconnected, it said device disconnected, but they weren't working. I plugged them back in and they're working now, so I don't know. So I guess power cycle fixes everything. So anyway, now that I'm out of breath from crawling under my desk and I'm replugging it back in, we are just going to head out here and turn right. Oh my gosh, I can actually taxi backwards now that I have pedals. And then turn right again. Whoops, how do I? There we go. Alright, so do we need to see any of this? I guess we could look around for a little bit here while I try to navigate. Looks good. Our frame rates are back, so I don't know what was happening. But anyway, we are going to try to stay on the taxi line. We're going to find the way out of here, and I'll meet you at runway, I believe it was 12. I'll see you there. Alright, so here we are. We're making our last turn towards the runway, and I'm using my rudder pedals, and this is so smooth and so nice. Wow. I can't believe this. Alright, we're actually going to stop right here and get ready so that any landing traffic can land. We're not going to do a run-up, however. We're just going to stop here, and we're going to set the parking brake. I'm going to hop inside, and what do we do here? Skip the run-up checklist. Alright, before takeoff, battery and alt on. Yes, they are. Fuel pump on. It is. Alt air is closed. Mixture forward. Props forward. Flaps 10 degrees, and they are MIGs on both, and they are. Landing lights on. Where are those on this one? There they are. Landing lights on. Trim in the middle. I already noticed. Confirms door is latched and locked, and they are. It is. Pitot heat on. Heading bug. In case you show up autopilot, we'll do that in a second. Autopilot. We'll probably use autopilot just for some sightseeing. We will actually know. Well, we have to use heading bug because we don't want stay up there, stay running, because we don't want it to go to the VOR in its own yet. So we'll figure that out as we go, how we're going to use autopilot. Otherwise, start the clock, hit mode, hit start. Actually, no, we don't. Never mind, we're not on the runway yet. Can I clear that? Reset. Oh, you can. Some airplane you can't, some you can't. Let's just go out to the runway first here, and then we'll start the clock. And then take off, lift off at 65, gear up, flaps up 300 AGL, fuel pump off, landing lights off, climb at 90 knots. Yeah, piece of cake. Alrighty. It's always funny too, because when I'm preparing for a flight, I always overthink this aircraft like it's a complicated aircraft, and it's not. It's just I just don't fly it often enough, I guess. Alright, here we go. We're going to do rolling start. Let's start that clock. And away we go. Well, rudder pedals. I'm trying to use my yoke again, so I gotta get used to this. This ain't going a straight line, kind of. I keep reaching for the paddles on my yoke. Lift off at 60, huh? Rotate we go. Here we go. There's 100 above ground level, 200 above ground level, and gear up. And flaps up, and a really, really strong crosswind from the right. Wow, look at that. Let's trim this thing down. Wow, look at that strong crosswind. I'm stepping on the right. I'm stepping on the ball so much to keep it in the center. Trim down here a little bit. There we go. So we're gonna go due west, which is actually to the left a little bit. Stepping on the ball now that I can. A little too much though. So there we go. We're going to go out about 100 degrees or so like this. Trim down, trim down. Okay, so cruise, landing light off. Or I'm sorry, yeah, landing light and fuel pump off in a moment. Cruise at 90 knots, so let's let it relax a little bit. Or climb at 90 knots, let it relax a little bit. Step on that ball a little bit too, because the wind is really taking us here. 23 and 22. Manifold and RPMs. Alrighty, so let's come down here. Whoops. Yeah, that's what I meant. Let's come down here so I can see 23. I really need a preset for this. And 22. I love that sound. Nice. There's 23 and 22. Look at that. I actually, whoops, seem like I know what I'm doing, except for that turn, because I couldn't see out the window. I really need a preset, but see, then that's in the way. I guess I can just remove the yoke and just look down. I'll have to do that next time so I don't turn like that. Let's go back to 100 degrees like we were. There we go. Level off, or side to side, right, a lot of right rudder. So go, oh my gosh. We'll let it dogtail a little bit. Still climbing at 90 knots. Landing lights off, fuel pump off. There we go. There we go. All right. What else can we do now? Do some sightseeing, right? Let me check my checklist. Yeah. Nothing to do now until our destination. We'll get weather for the destination. Otherwise, we are just heading out over the water. So the airport we're going to is only 11 miles away, but we're really going to fly like 40 because we're going to go out to the coast a little bit. And then we'll head back. So let's see here. How do we want to do sightseeing? We need autopilot so we can sightsee. Let's use this heading bug. Is it going to spin on us? Thank you. Let's do the heading bug. Actually, let's go let's come back a little bit. There we go. Push it so it's where we are. Come down here. Autopilot on, heading on. And that should follow the heading bug now. And it is. Okay, good. So now we just want to climb a little bit. What are we at? We're coming up on 3 grand at 90 knots. Excellent. Oh, looks like we're going to run into some IMC. That's okay. I think at 3,500 we will engage alt hold, which there's that secret alt hold button. Otherwise, let's come back down here and check our manifold. Still on 23. Dip down a little bit. Let's give a little bit more throttle. Just a little bit. Not that much. Bring the props down to 22. There we go. And we're at 3,100. Lots of IMC, but that's okay. We'll still get some good sightseeing in, I think. Not bad. So airport, we would have been at the airport already, having gone directly to it, but I don't want to go directly to it. I want to do a little bit of sightseeing. There is 33. When we get to 3,500, we will engage the secret alt hold, which will tell you what that is, of course. Look at that, we're holding 90 knots. Awesome. There's 34, 34, 20, 40, 60, 80, and click the Piper logo. And that's your secret alt hold, because the real life autopilot of this model does not have alt hold. It's just in there for convenience. So we are flying. We're set. We're not doing anything that the GPS wants us to do, of course, because we're going around. So what we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to pretty much go to the coast, and then we'll just follow the coast. And then once our VOR card, which has a name, I looked up the real name for this thing, and I'm totally spacing it. There's a name for this thing. It's not the VOR. It's not called the VOR card. I just call it that. This thing, the CDI. The CDI will line up, and then we'll turn in and follow the CDI to our airport, and we'll land. So let's get some good sightseeing in, and I'll catch you in a little bit. Alright, it's time to turn south, and a lot is going to happen here at once. So let's see if we can get this in the right direction. There we go. Let's turn south, which should be, whoops, 18 for 180. Oh, come on. Can we just click it? Come on, clicky, clicky. There we go. We're going to head south for right now. Over the town of Natal, or Natal. Not exactly sure I pronounce that. I really apologize. So here we go. There we go. There's your town. Screenshot that. Isn't that awesome? Alright, so now we have a lot to do because we have to get ready to intercept the VOR. And then we need to get destination information. So here we are. We are going to head south like this. Pretty much this blue line. When we get that blue line, that's pretty much the path we're going to follow in, because we are going to follow a real flight path in, but it's going to be visual. So what we need to do is get information. So destination information is light variable. Good, we'll take any runway, so we'll probably take runway 30, I would think. Yeah, 30, which would be this runway right here. Follow the flight path in. As soon as we get a visual, we'll try to break free and land on 30. If we can't, we'll circle to land and just land on 12 again, I guess. Yeah, just we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, 167 feet and 2988. 2988, 167 feet is our elevation. Otherwise, we're pretty much just waiting for that blue line. So let's go to 2988. I'm going to zoom in here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go like this. 29er, other way. No, I was right. 2988, right there. There we go. Good. All right, so what we're going to do is just watch our CDI. I believe this is called the CDI. And as soon as that starts to move, we will use autopilot. What we do then is come down here and we can actually switch this to nav. Oh, nav 1 is on. There we go. Yep. So nav 1, that's the GPS thing. Switch this to nav and we'll follow that card in. That's it. We do need to come down though. So what we could do, let's see, what are we at? 3,500. We got to go down to basically 200 feet. If we can, let's see, how far out are we? I think what we're going to do is just do a steep descent. Just because I want to stay up here. I guess we could drop down a little bit. Otherwise, approach, checklist. Yep, everything. Fine, props, forward, not quite yet. Landing lights on. We'll do that in a second. Throttle back 15. We'll do that in a moment. Flaps down at 100, 85, and 75, and touchdown at 75 with a slight flare. Okay, I think I can remember that. I'm totally going to forget it all, aren't I? Oh, our needle is starting to move. So it's time to start paying attention. In fact, we can probably do this now. Switch that to nav now. And it should take us in. Yes, it is. There we go. Let's come down here and kill our alt hold, because we want to start coming down now. Because we're about to turn into the airport area. We, realistically, we probably are going to have to circle to land, because I really don't think I'm going to get us lined up with runway 30. Because the VORs are over the airport. We'll see. We will see. I'm going to bring back the throttles a little bit so we start descending. At least that's the plan, because alt hold was on. Autopilot should have trimmed us. So I'm bringing back throttles now. And we should start to descend, because it should be trimmed for what we were cruising at. Yeah, see, there we go. I just got to be careful so don't descend too quickly. Oh, it looks like the airport is straight ahead. Let's take out those binoculars. There it is. There's runway 30. Why don't we cross over, circle to land runway 30? Let's do that. So we are on, and we'll do that manually. So we are on autopilot. So let's do this to about 30. So I don't know the exact magnetic heading. Let's just do 30. So we know the orientation of the runway. And we'll fly a pattern manually. How about we do that? Because we're coming in really high anyway. And we're going to level off. Yeah, see, it doesn't do the whole throttle back to descend thing very well. Otherwise, let's hop over here. Let's get the fuel pump back on. Well, no, we don't want to do that till final. I'm going to forget so let's turn on anyway. Everything else can stay the way it is. Let's do a little bit more sightseeing as we approach this airport. And then once we cross over, I'll be with you the rest of the way so we can fly a pattern. I'm going to try to get us to descend here. like I said, try, because bringing back throttles isn't really descending us like you would think it would be. So anyway, here we go, a little bit more sightseeing. I'll be with you in a moment. Alright, we're about to cross over the airport. There's our runway 30, just to the left of the nose. My feet are back on the rudder pedals, and this is going to be super fun. So let's see, how are we going to do this? What are we at? 2,400. We only came down 1,000 feet or so, which is fine. We're way higher than I want to be. So it is time to come down here and kill autopilot. Just like that. What's our flight time so far? 12 minutes. Alright, so, oh yeah, arriving at destination, that's what it says. Yep, so what we're going to do now, just going to slow this down a little bit. Oh, it's turning on its own. There's enough wind that it really is affected. Sometimes I think light wind in the simulator is more like strong wind, because it really is affected. Alright, so here we go. Are we ready to make our, let's see, crosswind leg? Let's make a crosswind leg. Keep an eye on that ball so we can coordinate our turn. A little steeper there. And we're looking for the heading bug to go straight to the right. And now, boom, now we know we're crosswind to the runway. We'll fly this out a little bit because we're really high. Remember, the runway is about 167 feet, so about 200 feet. Alright, let's see. We'll go out based on how much altitude we want to lose. So let's do our downwind leg now. Coordinating that turn. Well, a little more left rudder. There we go. Letting it descend as well. Then we're going to wait till the heading bug is down below. Oh, a little too much left rudder there. And then we'll know we are parallel to the runway for our downwind leg. And roll out. There we go. We went a little past. Nope, that's good. So now if we look to the left, we should see the runway. Not the one by the wing. Not those. The one parallel to us, which you actually can't see right now. The ones you can see, those aren't our runways. Right, we're at 1,300 feet. Mind our speed and our altitude. And we're just going to fly this out a little bit farther than you normally would, I think, just because I'm not all that great at this. Let's see. At 1,000 feet, we'll level off if we get there. I'm going to say just above 100 knots, just above flap speed, because we'd just be wasting time. See, there's our runway 30. I'm going to fly out a little bit more, though. It's kind of like we're flying a faster airplane than we really are. There's 1,200 feet. And we're drifting a little bit in terms of going parallel to the runway. That's okay. That's okay. We got plenty of space to come back. All right, there it is, way behind us, way more than we need it to be. So let's do our base leg. Coordinate that turn. And don't waste time turning. Just get right to it. We'll wait till the heading bug is 90 degrees to our left, and then we know we're doing our base leg. Now, of course, in real life, we would have peripheral vision as well. However, we'd pretty much be looking at the ground. So there we go. We'll roll out now, and there's our base leg. The runway should be up to the left, and it is. So now we need to use our eyes to get lined up for the final. Let's start slowing down so we can get first set of flaps down, get gear down, give some throttle going though so we don't sink too much, or I mean don't decelerate, don't slow down too much. And we're about ready now to do our turn on to final. We would use our heading bug, or yeah, I guess can't really use peripheral vision because it's can't really see it. So we'll use our heading bug to coordinate that turn a little quicker here. There we go. And look at that. I actually did something right. Second set of flaps. Actually should have been 85 for second flaps. We're a little fast. That's okay. Altitude 600 feet, so we're 400 above ground level. I think this might actually go okay. See, that's a crosswind. Look at that crosswind. That's insane. So crosswind is coming from the left. So you want to use left wing down, right rudder, touchdown with left main, and then a somewhat firm touchdown. What's touchdown speed in this? 75, right? Yeah, 75, and that's what we're at. So let's third set of flaps, props forward. Whoops, I forgot to do props forward earlier. Keep throttle going. Those flaps really screwed me up. Pitch down for speed, and then throttle so that we don't descend too quickly. And then we will try to do a crosswind landing since I have rudder pedals. We were able to do it with paddles. We should be able to do it with pedals. I could slip it. There's 3 crosswind landings that I've learned about. We're going to do the one I know best, which is what we've been doing all this long, because before pedals I only had one choice. Because of just, ease of control in my thumbs and my fingers and everything. So we are going to, in a second here, well, first of all, we're going to wait till we're pretty close to the ground. Here we go. Throttle's coming back now. Aim for those numbers. Slight flare. Left rudder. Or right rudder, sorry. Right rudder. Left main down. Boom. That was kind of firm, but that's okay. It sounds worse than it is in this airplane. See, I had the rudder back. Yeah, I have the rudders back. Oh. So hang on. Let me get this under control. Flaps coming in. Okay, so because I'm using my paddles, where I always use the left paddle in and out for either direction because my right hand was busy on the throttle, I forgot I had a right rudder now, and I used left rudder instead. That's what happened. But not bad for the very first time doing crosswind landing with pedals. Very first one. Not bad, not bad. Let's roll this thing out. Where are we going? That's the problem. I have no idea where we're going. Let's just hop out here quick. We're going to end up like... Where are we going? Oh, we really want to come back, don't we? Oh, there's a little hangar over there. Let's go way over there to the left. All right, so let's see if we can taxi this thing here. Flaps are already in. Alrighty, so we have a long taxi. We are going to go to the end of this runway and then go to the left, cross the other runway, go to the left. Oh, did I blow the wheel? Oh. Did I damage my airplane? Oh, that's a bummer. Maybe that was a little harder than I thought. Oh well, all because they had the left rudder and left wing down at the same time. Made for a really hard landing. Oh well. Shoot. Alright, so let's see if we can somehow, while we're rolling here, can we get the lights set up the way we want here? Well, let's see. So, nope, we have to move over more. Here we go. Pitot heat is off. Landing lights can come off. Fuel pump can come off. If I can see it here. I'm trying to do all this without stopping. There we go. And throttle, please. And then mixture to lean so we don't follow the spark plugs. And we are going to go between that water tower and the control tower. That's where we're headed. So I'm going to try to get my rudders under control, and I'll meet you there. So I'm zoomed out here, and there's no way to get to that hangar. Any of those hangars, because the only way through are roads. So I really don't understand how we're supposed to get to those hangars. That must be an oversight by whoever designed this, because taxiway there, but It's all just roads. So we're just gonna have to, oh, wrong way here. We're just gonna have to skedaddle across this field, I guess, and give this a lot of throttle to get going. And we're just gonna have to park, because yeah, those roads on the far side, or the only way to get to these hangars on the far side, is with more roads. So I really have no idea what's going on here. Oh well, we'll make the best of it. So here we go. Takes so much throttle to go on the grass. Oh my goodness. Maybe this isn't supposed to be a hangar. Maybe this is just a maintenance garage or something. But oh well. I had my sights set on it, so that's where we're gonna go. We're almost there. There we go. That should be good. And let's hop inside here and set the park. We'll stop first, then set the parking brake. Alright, shutdown checklist. Where is it? Let's see here. Parking brake set. Yes, avionics off. So we're going to turn that one off, and this one off, and that one off. And does that turn off on this one? It does. Throttles to idle. They are. Mixture cut off. Yes. Makes to off. Where are you? There you are. Remaining lights can come off. That would be these two here. There we go. Alternator to off. Battery to off. Fuel selector to OFF. And open the doors. So here we go. First of all, let's open this. And can we do this from the inside? Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. Down to go up type thing. There we go. That worked. Let's hop outside, spin around a little bit, and do the biggest door in the chocks. There we go. We made it. I'm really bummed about that landing. I thought I had that one in the bag. I apologize, but then again, I don't really. It's a learning experience. That's part of this channel, is we learn together and discover things together. So hopefully I'll get the next one. I hope. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the flight. That'll do it for me. If you're a regular subscriber, thank you for continuing support. If you found by accident, please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends. Let's see if we hit 500 subs by the new year. And I don't know what's next, because like I said, my next couple flights planned are super complicated. So I'm hoping to find some other quick little flights in between, so we don't go too long before the next flight. But whenever that flight happens, you'll know, because I'll upload it right away. And I'll catch you on the next one.